Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you here, the Internet of Things. Do you want to know what it is? The Internet of Things is everywhere. It is all around us, even now in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that surrounds you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to CPX Las Vegas 2019. As you probably figured out, Matrix is one of my favorite movies of all time. And when I came to think of it, I realized there are many similarities between the Matrix movie, the Internet of Things, and Checkpoint. Let me give you a few examples. In the movie, we have the Oracle, which is guiding Neo and Morpheus in their journey to protect Zion. In Checkpoint, we've got Dr. Doridor. Which is guiding us in our journey to create products protecting against IoT attacks. Another character in the movie is the architect. The architect is the one which incepted the Matrix. In Checkpoint, we also have an architect which incepted the 6th generation of cybersecurity and nano agents. His name is Oded Gonda. Now, every good story needs to have a villain, and in the Matrix, it's undoubtedly Agent Smith, which in our world represents the malware, attacking other software components on the network and multiplying at a fast rate. And last, but not least, we have Neo, which is the main character, which in our world represents the nano agents, coming to protect the network from within. Now, as much as I would like to be Neo, in our world, I'm still very much Yariv, so give me a minute to put down the costume. Okay. So while in the movie, they talk about the age of the machines, in our world, it's undoubtedly the age of things. The Internet of Things is all around us. It's in our homes, our cars, our buildings, our cities, and even in the hospitals we go to get treated. What if IoT devices in any of those environments will be compromised? It will undoubtedly affect our daily life and well-being. But it's not a question of if anymore, it's a question of when. IoT attacks are growing by the minute. And in fact, recent surveys showed that IoT attacks grew over 200% in 2018. And as you can see, these attacks are targeting hospital environments, corporate environments, and many more. The Checkpoint vulnerability research team also found vulnerabilities in IoT devices. For example, the faxploit, allowing hackers to attack a fax machine through which they gain access to the corporate network. Or the DJI drone vulnerability, which basically allowed the hacker to spy on you with your own drone. So, which challenges do we need to overcome in order to protect IoT environments? We found 3 main challenges we need to overcome. The first is that IoT devices have no protection. These are usually small, low-compute devices that cannot be updated and cannot protect themselves. The second is those IoT devices substantially extend the attack surface because they're the weakest link on the network. And the third is that you have no visibility to the IoT devices inside your corporate network. And in order to protect IoT devices, you need to know where those things are and how to protect them. So visibility is key. I want you to look at this iceberg for a minute and imagine it's a hospital. What the hospital IT is usually aware of are the enterprise IT devices they usually protect, like computers and servers, but they only have visibility to the tip of the iceberg. If they had visibility underneath the water, so to speak, they would have realized the following. They have smart building devices like elevators, water systems, HVAC systems, all of which are prone to cyber attacks. They have connected medical devices like MRI machines, infusion pumps, and EKGs, which are usually devices that carry an old unpatched OS. Again, because of that, those devices are prone to cyber attacks, which can lead to a wider attack on the corporate network. And they have enterprise IoT devices like fax machines or printers or smart and coffee machines. All of these, again, are spread across the network and can lead to an attack on the corporate network. And so, you cannot protect what you don't see. We need visibility in order to understand what we're protecting and where it is. More importantly, we need visibility so we can enforce policies on IoT devices and protect them. So how is Check Point planning to tackle the IoT security problem, or challenges for that matter? When we analyze the market, we realize there are three main verticals we need to focus on in order to tackle this problem. The first is the medical vertical, where you have Internet of Medical Things connected to your network, as mentioned, usually carrying an old unpatched OS, which makes them kind of like a sitting ducks for hackers, either to attack the devices themselves or to use the devices as means to get into the corporate network. The second is the enterprise vertical, where you have IoT devices spread across your network, and those devices can be used as a beachhead to a broader attack on the corporate network. And the third is the industrial vertical, where we already provide an ICS and SCADA security solution for manufacturing floors and smart buildings for that matter. So what I want to give you basically is a sneak peek into the sixth generation of cybersecurity in IoT. What you see here is a map of IoT devices connected to the network. You see where they're connected to, which services, potentially other devices, and you can drill down and actually see where is the device connecting from, where it's connected to, and which device it is. Another view is a comprehensive list of all the devices on your network, whether those will be connected medical devices, building devices, or just devices, IoT devices in your office. And you can drill down and see the details of the device. For example, which device it is, which version it's coming with, and even which protocol it is communicating with. Now, you ask yourself, why is that important? Because even if you know specifically which device it is, and you know that device has specific vulnerabilities, you can block those vulnerabilities by turning on IPS signature. Or if you know how the device is supposed to act, and you find there is an anomaly, you can block that anomaly. And obviously, most importantly, is enforcing policies. So you can enforce policies on devices, as mentioned, Internet of Medical Things devices, building devices, and so on. And here is an example of enforcing a policy or an exception policy that allows the device vendor to access the MRI machine in the hospital because he needs to update that device. So up until now, we talked about why visibility is a key component in an IoT security solution. But what about nano agents? how are they taking part in an IoT security solution? So I want to start with the security gateway. The security gateway is a monolith solution. It is the best solution to protect a well-defined perimeter. But IoT devices create many new perimeters, and you cannot take a security gateway and put it in front of each and every IoT device. And this is exactly where the Nano agents come into play. Nano agents are small software components that can have multifunctionality, such as VPN connectivity, access control, threat prevention, and many more. And once you take those Nano agents and deploy them in the field as close as possible to the IoT devices, you can deploy them on elevators or surveillance cameras, micro or nano gateways in cases where you cannot actually update the IoT device itself, but you need to protect it with a small gateway near it, and even protect microservices in cloud environments. Now, what you see here is an architecture where on the left-hand side, you see the security delivery method through the Nano agents, and on the right-hand side, you see the security services provided to the Nano agents. In the middle, you have the fog, which is providing security orchestration, so the Nano agents can turn to the fog to get additional capabilities, additional security capabilities, and as needed, can even go to the security services cloud to get the best security solution possible for IoT devices. So to summarize, IoT broadens the attack surface because IoT devices are the weakest link on the network. Visibility is key because you cannot protect what you don't see. And Nano agents will help you fight malware with ease, same way that Neo fought Agent Smith at the end of the movie. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.